It's time for Wednesday afternoon with SaleenDriver, live with SaleenDriver. And as you can see, testing out a new toy today. Seems to be working all right. At least I hope it's working all right. I won't know until somebody shows up in the chat and tells me that it's working all right. But decided to up my game a little bit with an external microphone instead of relying on the one that's built into the Mac. I'm trying to find the right spot to put it in so I can still see the screen, and the mic is close enough. Hey, Design Atler is here. Jason, right? Jason. Yes, Jason. Can you hear me all right? I'm testing out a new microphone today, so hopefully, I guess you can hear me. Yeah, I picked this up from Amazon for like $55. It is a microphone. It has the boom. It even had one of those pop filter spit thingies that latches on somewhere, but I didn't want to bother with that. So um, I like this better. It lessens my bass. Okay, yeah. Maybe I sound a little bit less Vin Diesel and maybe a little more Tom Hanks. I don't know. How you doing today, man? I really, really liked your videos, sir. Um, it looks like you put in a ton of effort into those videos. I mean, they may only be 5-10 minutes long, but it looks like you spend hours editing videos. I need to learn to edit better. Actually, I barely edit at all. I usually just shoot my videos in one shot. Um, I don't edit anything else. I throw it into the Mac off my iPhone and add a couple of. I add my logo. I add a couple of beginning and end screens, and then just save it as a file and upgrade it. 4 to 5 hours, Jesus! Oh, I don't know if I have the patience for that. Oh, Ken's checking in from Pittsburgh. His normal greeting, sir. Good. How are you, sir? Doing all right, I hope. Goose is here. Good morning, my friend. How are you? So, what's going on out there in the big old world? And Steve Pearson, how you doing, man? Appreciate you stopping by. Um, Boy, the counter's going up. I only see 4 people here, but other people are lurking there in the background. Say hello, come in, stay a while. Cutting the grass, huh? It's raining here today. We really needed the rain here on the west coast of Florida. So it's been raining pretty much from like 4, 5, 6 in the morning, something like that. It's been raining on and off all morning, and now we're into afternoon. So we need it. We're a little short on rain. And I'd rather have this kind of rain than a tropical storm blow through, but no, that's just me. This thing sound all right? Everyone's hearing me pretty good. I'm just trying to talk in a normal voice and make sure that make sure the mic is working properly. Like I said, it only cost me about $55 for the whole thing off of Amazon, and it actually showed up the next day. Hey, it's Brad Directional. Nah, I'm kidding. Hey, Brad, how you doing, man? I appreciate you stopping by. Haven't seen you in a while. You've been keeping pretty quiet over there on the watch side of things. Let's see. Bama Buddy is here. Ken says my mic sounds good. That's good. I am going to be. I'm going to be try something tomorrow. Maybe I'm not sure. It depends on if I can figure out how to do it properly. I might try to live stream. I'm taking my daughter back up to college tomorrow. She is going back up to school, and on the way home, I figured I might try a live stream while I'm on the road coming home. So I don't know if hopefully YouTube says I'm qualified to live stream on a mobile device. This thing, so we'll see. Um, give it a shot anyway. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Ken is wearing the NTH. I am wearing. I'm wearing my new Zelos Nova with the teal dial and the engineer bracelet. I love this watch. I mean, I'm not a big. I'm not really. Hey, blue shirt, how you doing, man? I'm not. I mean, I prefer a bigger watch in general. I prefer like somewhere in the 41 to 43, 44 millimeter diameter, where this one is a 38. And you can see on my wrist, it's pretty. It's still pretty small. But you know what? With the way the bezels are, it kind of elongates the watch. You can see it makes the watch look longer this way than it is in terms of the case diameter. So I really like that. I mean, it's really a nice looking watch, and I like the way it's designed, where it could go either on a smaller wrist or fit a bigger wrist. I mean, I think the way this thing is, you could. I mean, it would probably disappear on a wrist, maybe in the 7 and 3/4 and up range, but on a 7 1/4 inch like mine, it fits pretty good. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, I will be safe. Design, Josh. Jesus, I'm not doing well. Jason. I will try and be very safe, of course. All I really have to do is set the camera angle and hope that the microphone built into the iPhone is good enough to pick up my voice. But we'll find out. I do have an external microphone that plugs into the lightning connector, so I'll try and remember to bring that with me. Let's see. Blue shirt's doing good. You still watching the hockey out there? I mean, I see my Bruins actually managed to win a few games. That was amazing, considering how they did in the round robin tournament. That was pathetic. But they managed to win a couple of games, so that's good. I mean, it is, after all, against the Hurricanes, so I'm not overly excited, but it's better than nothing. Let's see. Jason's wearing a custom Gundam G-Shock. I'm going to have to look that up. I don't know what that looks like. Oh, Ballard's here. Behave yourself, Ballard. Blue shirt is wearing his King Turtle. I like the King Turtles. Nice watches. Rob F is showing up. How you doing, sir? Indeed. God bless America. I agree with that completely. Yeah, 4 or 5 games on every day, blue shirt. It's like a hockey addict's wet dream. This what's happened with the Wuhan Red Death is sort of given us a nice little blessing with respect to how much hockey we get today. Big wrist. I haven't seen you be here before, so good morning, sir. Welcome. Glad you found the channel. Las Vegas. Yeah, it is still morning out in Vegas, isn't it? Blue shirts being nice to me, saying go Bruins, even though I know he is a Rangers fan. So thank you, sir. No, I'm not bringing the Saleen up to her school. Jason, driving that thing long distance tends to be a bit expensive, although I have done it before and I will do it again. But I'll use my daily driver Sonata for that, because I actually need the trunk space, because we're taking her stuff, and I think there's going to be more stuff than her car can fit, so we'll use my car too. Let's see. Big Wrist is wearing a Rolex OP39. OP is Oyster Perpetual, for those who don't know, which is a great watch. It may be the entry-level Rolex, but it's still a Rolex, right? I love I like the Oyster Perpetuals, actually. I like the simplicity and the classic design. Tennessee Mike is here. How you doing? Let's see. He's wearing a G-Shock. I guess that's a G-Shock 5610 out of Combi. You are a new guy. Yep, I know. You are a new guy, Big Risk. That's. Let's see. Rob F says because I guess because of the Wuhan Red Death and all the shutdowns, he's getting into boxing and MMA more. He sees potential for big fights in the future. I'm sure that. Ballard starting a new job today. Congratulations. That's great. Let's see. Jason says something is expensive. What's expensive? Anyway, before we go much further, I want to, of course, thank everyone for showing up. Please click the thumbs up button. It does help the channel. Thumbs up always makes the channel more searchable on the YouTube algorithms, brings more people to the channel. Guys like the Big Wrist, who has evidently found my channel and is new to the channel, and of course, welcome. Hopefully you can go over to the video side of my channel and see some videos. Maybe you can sub up, if you want to. I'll mention it in passing. The super chat function is available if anyone is of a mind to help support the channel financially. Of course, you don't have to. Just mentioning it. Big Risk says he found me through Random Rob. Well, another thank you. I have to send a Random Rob for that. And I have put a link, a PayPal link down in the description. So if you want to take the extra step and use the PayPal, using PayPal for any donations to the channel, I get 100% of the proceeds instead of 50% through a super chat. Thank you very much for listening to that brief self-advertisement. Let's see. Jason was talking about the gas on the Saleen. Yeah, actually on the highway, my Saleen doesn't do that bad. I mean, considering it has a high horsepower engine and a 3.55 ring gear in the back. It does have a 6-speed transmission, so you put it in 6th gear, and at about 75, 80 miles an hour, it's usually ticking. The engine's ticking over at about, I'd say 1700 RPM. So it's like barely higher than idle, really. So it actually doesn't do that bad on the highway in terms of fuel mileage. Around town, though, it's a pig. I mean, 14 miles per gallon if I don't drive it like an idiot. You hammer that thing and you can get near single digits. Yeah, the aero part of the Saleen body kit does help out a bit. I wish it would help out a little better on cooling. I really hate the fact that the car likes to be at about 195, 200 degrees in the summertime. It's a little unnerving, but not too bad. I've never popped. I never popped the head gaskets. I've never boiled the coolant. It just with the AC on and running around Florida in the summertime, the water temp, the coolant temp, water temp. Well, it's 50-50. Will get up there, and it will worry you if you stare at it for too long. Rob is asking me if I ever watched the Good Demolition. I've watched Good Demolition Derby and Bad. I actually enjoy it for the amusement. I mean, I personally wouldn't want to do it because, quite frankly, I'm not in the physical condition to do it. I mean, one good hit and they would pull me out and I'd never walk again. But I mean, I love the idea of the demolition derby or a figure 8 race or, school bus demolition derby or something like that. Watching sheet metal get torn up like that is kind of fun to watch. But sitting in a open air stadium of any kind at this time of year in Florida is just is pure torture. The air is so thick and humid you can literally cut it open with a knife, and it's not a lot of fun to do. But when it cools off, actually there was a track local to me that recently got bought out by a YouTuber named Cletus McFarland. He actually bought the track. It's a 3rd-mile oval, and it had a figure 8 in it, and it still has a figure 8. And he's redoing the track and rebuilding it and repurposing it for his own fun. But yeah, I've spent a few nights in those bleachers watching demolition derbies. Lots of fun. Let's see. Joshua says he's editing 2 videos. One is on the new Accutron Space Fuse. Be out tomorrow. I'll look forward to that, Jason. I'm interested to learn about the new Space Fuse. I found a little bit about them on the internet yesterday when I when I heard about them. They're a bit pricey. They're between like $3,300 and $3,500 or something like that, maybe higher. I'm not ready to spend that kind of money on a watch right now. I've got a couple of, well, in addition to a new Zelos, which is coming out in about 2 weeks, which I will absolutely be buying. My money is tied up in a few other things that are way more important. And I already have an Accutron Space View. Now, it's an original Accutron Space View. It's 1961, which was the first year of the Space View. And it's a fairly rare watch, and it still works. It's the oldest watch I own, but it's not really wearable by me. It's only about, I think, a 34 millimeter case. It's really, really small. I mean, it makes this one look big. And this is the Zelos Nova, for those of you who are coming in. This is my wristwatch check. The Zelos Nova is a fantastic watch. I really, really enjoy the hell out of it. Just water. Let's see. Yeah, they're using electrostatic instead of a tuning fork. I almost wish they had done a tuning fork version, a modern tuning fork version. That would have been really neat to buy. That would have been kind of neat if the new Accutron had used a modernized tuning fork electrical version of that movement. I'm sure they could do it. I mean, if they could do it in 1961, they could certainly do it in 2020. But I guess they decided to go in another direction. The new ones are 43. Yeah, 43 is about the right size for me. Hey, Dirk, how you doing? The Blade Meister is among us. You guys, anybody in here, if I haven't mentioned this before to you, if you are into knives, pocket knives, folding knives, fixed blades, one-hander deploy, go find Dirk's channel and sub him up. Absolutely. He does like daily. Yeah, I think it is. You are a daily poster of knife reviews. He's got everything from very practical looking knives to these crazy looking folding tomahawk monsters. I mean, if I carried one of those in my pocket, I'd walk lopsided. Definitely, if you are a knife guy, go find Dirk's channel, and you will know why I call him the Blade Meister. I know. I've been seeing that too, Jason. That $3,000 for a Bulova. People are upset about it. Really, I don't blame them. I mean, Bulovas have never been that expensive, and now all of a sudden these things are $3,000. They better be made out of unicorn tear. They're lubricated with unicorn tears, and you get 3 wishes with them when you rub them the right way, because What kind of microphone is this? Hang on, I can look that up. It'll take me a minute. Hang on. Anyway, while I'm doing that, yep, I was right. Dirk is confirming daily videos. Yes. Okay, orders. I got it off of Amazon. Come on. I get it here in a second. Hang on. It is a. Oh, you expect me to pronounce this? Anyway, MAONO. That's how you spell the name. MAONO. It's an AU404 USB connected mic. It has a mic. It has the boom, and it had a pop filter. I didn't use the pop filter. It was like $53 off of Amazon. And they deliver within a couple of days. So there you go. $53 and you can be just like this. And it's USB and it connected right up to my iMac. The iMac saw it the second I plugged it in and said, "Oh, you want to use that? Okay, just click this and it's there." So there you go. Just make sure that the logo on the micro, there's two sides really. It's circular, but there's kind of two flat sides. So make sure the logo is facing you and you're in good shape. And everyone in here is saying, Ballard, that I sound a lot better with this thing versus my the internal mic. It's relatively unobtrusive. I mean, you can see it. I mean, it's not a small thing, but when I'm done with it, I can just kind of fold it back up and then swing it off to the center and it disappears and it doesn't bother me anymore. Rob F is asking me for financial advice. Okay. Well, I will give you my opinion with the following caveat, Rob. I am not a financial advisor. I never claimed to be a financial advisor, and I will never be one. I do what my gut tells me to do and what my broker tells me to do. However, you have to admit that precious metals, gold, silver, platinum, have never been valued at zero. Whereas you could name a half dozen currencies really fast: German mark, the Zimbabwe, whatever, the Russian ruble, all kinds of different currencies, the Venezuelan currency, whatever the hell that's called. Those are worthless at one time or another in the world history. Whereas gold has always been worth something, silver has always been worth something, platinum has always been worth something. So, yeah, I think, given the craziness that we're in right now, and if certain things go wrong, in a couple of months from now, things could get even worse. God help us all. Having some precious metal around might not be a bad idea if you can afford it. I have some locked away in a safe location, not at my house. If you can afford some precious metal, why not? But I would talk to a professional financial person, not just a guy on the internet who, while I will somewhat immodestly say I have above average intelligence, and I will not lie to my subscribers and my viewers, I also don't know very much about finances right now. I know what I know, and I know enough to know that I need to know more. So that's my advice to you. Yes, if it were me talking to you as person to person, which we are now, I would say, yeah, good idea if you can afford it. But I would also still say to you, go talk to a financial person, Go talk to your broker. Go talk to the guy that does your taxes. Go talk to an accountant. See what they have to say. I think they will probably agree. Craig is here. How you doing, Craig? I'm sorry it took so long to get to what you typed. Hello. Barik is here. Barik? Byrick. Barik. Jesus, Rick. Help me out with the pronunciation. Is it Byrick, B-Rick, or what? Help me out. Ballard is saying nice. I assume he's talking about the microphone. And Craig is saying the microphone sounds good. Real Big Lee is here. How's it going, Saleen? Yes, it's going good. TK, love of my life, TK. I'm glad you're here. I hope you're not here to beat me up, though. I made TK mad the other day just a little bit, and I really hope she heard me apologizing to her for that. So, bye, Rick. Okay, thank you. Thank you. I'm very sensitive to making sure I pronounce people's names right, because my last name is a 5-letter last name that has been butchered from day one. I have been correcting. I'm 55 years old. I think I've been correcting people's pronunciation of my last name for 51 of those 55 years. So it's a thing with me. And Rick says, terrible looking shirt. Then cover your eyes, because this is a gorgeous shirt. And not only that, but it's a shirt my girls bought for me. So, it's a gorgeous shirt. So, sorry. Let's see. Real Big Lee says he's got a lot of precious metals called ammo. Yeah, I do too. But there's more to precious metals than lead. You should have something. I mean, if the currency goes to hell, you should have something, I think, that still has value. So after the currency, quote unquote, resets, you still have something that's more valuable than the mere paper not backed up by anything. Well, yeah, Jason. It took me like 5 seconds to remember. I mean, I started with for some reason, the first J name in my head was Justin, but then I remember, no, it's not Justin, it's Jason. So, yeah, I'm glad I remembered. I didn't want to. I mean, I did that to another friend of mine. He goes by Desire 68, and I was calling him John for some reason, and his name is Mike. So like, Mike, if you're watching this after the fact, I'm sorry I did that to you a couple of weeks ago. I'm going to blame senility. Yeah, I'm going to blame senility. That sounds good. Yeah. Let's see. TK says, only got love. You only give love. Okay. Well, I appreciate that, because I don't want you to beat me up. What is it? The IA Michael Patterson. Is IA like Iowa? Okay. Dinner time in an hour and off to bed for you. Well, if you say so. No, Mike, it's not Saleen. It's Saleen. Here, I'll help you out, sir. You gumps need all the help you can get. If I can find the right key. There you go. And the Real Big Lee is about one step away from getting blocked. Well, not blocked, but timed out. Let's see. Byrick is identified with my real name is Jesse, and everyone always Jess. See, I just did it. I just did what you typed. I said Jesse because I saw an I that wasn't there. So it's Jess, right? It's Jess. But I put an I in between the last S and the letter E. So I put Jesse in my head and I screwed up. I did exactly what you typed. And LaMichael Patterson says it's LaMichael. Okay. I've actually heard that before. I actually knew somebody when I was living in Atlanta. I knew a guy named LaMichael. I forgot his last name, but he worked with me at IBM, and he and that was his first name, LaMichael. I can't remember his last name though. He was a great guy. Unfortunately, he didn't last very long at IBM because he couldn't take the pressure. It was a call center, and he really didn't work well in a call center environment. But that's. Bobby Legs is here. Thank you, Bobby. I appreciate that. Yeah, new toy. I had to step my game up. I did, I was getting complaints, and not complaints, but you say like, when you do your live stream, you don't sound very good. That you really should think about a microphone, on and on like that. And finally, I was actually on a live stream with another one of our fellow Uncle Lures, Big Dog Brett. And and then he brought another guy on. They both had these microphones, and we started talking about microphones. And while we were talking about it, I jumped on Amazon, and the prices of those things were so reasonable that I said, $50, I could have one, and it's going to make me sound better, and it's going to up my game a little bit. And I could start doing videos. I could start doing my rant videos here instead of in the other room on my tripod with my iPhone. I could do them here on my computer, and they would be saved to the computer. And I think the computer's camera is a little bit higher res than this. It might not be, but still. And on my live streams, it's going to sound better. And when I get on with other folks on StreamYard, like my friend BVD or Chess or Big Dog Bread or Lou, not so much Lou. He doesn't really do that. Not much anymore, but it's going to sound better. So, yeah, game changer. Exactly. Look at that. One of my other favorite ladies, Christy, is here. Christy, I love you, my friend. I love you. The prettiest grandma you'll ever meet. That's my lady, Christy. Thank you for stopping by my live stream. It means a lot. It really does. Let's see. Keep going down here. Jason is encouraging Bobby Legs to keep the videos coming. Yeah, keep the videos coming. Yeah, another great watch channel that's an up-and-comer, in addition to design there, which is definitely if you guys are into watches, I know some of you are here that are like watches. Design is a watch channel that's up and coming, and his video quality, the amount of time he's putting in the videos, and the quality of the editing, the quality of the sound, the quality of the conceptualization is first rate. Got to get on that channel. Bobby Legs, he's doing some great watch reviews. His channel's up and coming too. Probably going to pass me any minute now. Definitely get on Bobby Legs' channel. Sub him up. Definitely. If you guys are at all into watches, sub them up. Both of them. Absolutely. Let's see. Rob F. Have a chance to take a look at the new Bronco. Only in passing, Rob. But you know what? I have always been a fan of the Ford Bronco. From the little first generation ones all the way up through the big boys like the OJ Broncos, the ones before that with the kind of the reverse sloping nose. I love the concept of the Bronco, that big full size SUV. They deserve a big block in those older ones. I was kind of sad when they started being powered by 302s, which were overmatched. I love I want to read more about the new Bronco. I hope they put a really good engine in it. Hell, I hope they make a Raptor version or a Lightning version of the Bronco. A big performance truck. Love to have one. I don't think I'll be getting one anytime soon. TK, I agree. Big Dog Bread is a great guy. You do all your editing on the iPad, Jason? Amazing. Amazing. I would never have guessed that, honestly. I would have expected a big rig, big iMac rig. I mean, I have an iMac and I'm not using a tenth of the power I can do. Private's here. Thank you for showing up, my friend. Private is one of my great commenters in my videos in the comment section. His comments are long, but they have great points in them. He asks very intelligent questions. He's a great commenter, and he never trolls. He's funny, but he never trolls. And I appreciate his input all the time. He's actually given me some good ideas for videos in the past. And thank you. I'm glad this sounds good to you. It's definitely paying off on the. It's a very small investment. It's like $53, and the dividends are huge. LeMichael is asking, how many times a day do you stop to yell at the clouds? Me? None. I don't know who you're talking to, but if you're asking me, I don't yell at clouds. I yell at what do I yell at? I yell at videos on YouTube. Some of the videos I watch just make me crazy. Let's see. Blue Stratton came in for private. That's good. That's good. I hope you're enjoying it. Craig is asking me if there are any updates planned for the Saleen. Right now, I'm in enjoy mode. I want to update the brakes. Right now, I'm using Bear Errata Speed 13-inch front and rear with twin pot Cobra calipers up front and the stockers on the back. I would really like to upgrade those to Willwood or maybe Bear with bigger caliber. I would like to get 4-piston calipers up front and 2-piston calipers in the back. I really need better brakes on that car. So other than that, there's nothing else I want to do to the car. I just want to enjoy it. Let's see. Real Big Lee is evidently a Chevy guy because Blazer greater than Bronco. This is fake news. Bobby Lake says his first vehicle was a Eddie Bauer edition Ford Bronco. Those were really, really nice. Christy and Tiger Cat are doing mutual admiration for both of them. They're both great ladies. You are both great ladies, so you keep that up. Tiger Cat's about to go eat something, but she's watching. Hey, TK, I appreciate the support. I really do. Everyone, don't forget that thumbs up button. That helps me out a lot. Super chats are available if anybody wants to do it. And the PayPal link is in the description if anybody wants to do that as well. You don't have to, of course, to just point that out just in case. I promise you we'll all go back into the channel and buy nice hardware like this. Jason is confirming, yeah, he does everything on an iPad. Yeah, the economy is sort of down right now, and not a lot of people buying big, new, expensive computers, that's for sure. Bobby says he does all his editing on his iPhone. Really? Need time to learn some real editing software. I use iMovie on the iMac. It definitely has a lot more tools than I'm using, but I'm happy with the results with what I'm doing. I would like to do more, like cutting in different, video clips or, putting text in the middle of stuff and like that. I'd like to learn how to do that. I'm lazy. That's what it is. I'm lazy. Dirk says he uses iPhone for everything on his channel. Dirk, you make some great videos too. But yours are like mine. You just shoot everything in one take, and that's the way it looks to me. You're just shooting everything in one take and then uploading, and that's fine. I'm fine with the way I'm doing things right now, but I would like to learn to do more. I finally figured out how to add, like I did that recent comparison between the the Long Island Watch Islander with the full loom dial and the Zelos with the full loom dial, and I shot 2 different clips and edited them together. So I just figured out how to do that. It's not terribly difficult, of course. I mean, people were doing it for years, but I just figured it out. So definitely want to do more of that. Big Risk says he yells at traffic. I think we all yell at traffic every once in a while. Definitely a lot of idiots out there on the road. Where I live, there are plenty of them. LaMichael wants to pay me to make a video yelling at you. Okay, that's a little weird. I don't think I'm going to do that. So don't worry about it. You don't have to pay me anything because I'm not going to do that. I don't know why you would want me to. It's very strange, sir. Very strange. Let's see. Bobby Leg says his iPad is in the shop waiting on a new screen. Oh, I bet that's not going to be cheap. Dirk says he's running Willwood 6 pistons on his ST. What ST? ST what? You mean well, whatever. Christy, what med are you about to take that cost $890? Is that for a month? Jesus, that's a lot. What do you need a med that costs that much for? Oh, migraine. Oh, okay. Yeah, migraine medications are no joke. I mean, my sister, who I don't particularly like, she gets migraines all the time, and her migraine medication, the last time I heard, was about $1,000 for I think it was well, I don't know if it was a 30-day prescription or what, but it was like $1,000 for a bottle with a certain amount of pills in it, and it's very expensive. I mean, migraine medication is no joke. If you suffer from those things, the medication to get rid of or to mitigate those things are grotesquely expensive. I feel bad for you. Let's see. Dirk is saying yes, for the most part, he does one shot and done. No real editing. Not that fancy, just an average knucklehead with a channel. I can relate. Big Rest has got to go because he's got an appointment. Hey, sir, thank you for showing up. I appreciate it. I appreciate the support, and glad you were here for your first time. I hope you come back. I do these weekly, so I hope you come back. I really do. Bobby Legs says he yells at bears that come by his house. Okay. Big Dog Brad is here. We're just talking about you, sir. Okay, Dirk, it's a Ford Focus ST. That's a serious automobile. No joke. And you definitely need big brakes for the amount of horsepower that thing can put out in a little front wheel drive. Hey, Brett, what do you think? I because of you, I picked up a microphone. Remember we were talking the other day on your stream? See? Stepping my game up. Let's see. Midlife crisis had to go with a hot hatch, says my friend Dirk. Yeah, I understand. Well, at least you have some practicality with your midlife crisis. Chrissy, I'm so sorry you have migraines. I get them once in a while. Um, I find that the migraines I get are controlled with the Excedrin migraine formula, so I'm happy about that. So I hope they don't get worse. My friend Slim Mosley is here. Slim Mosley is the guy who designed the logo that I now use for my channel. So props to my friend Slim, who did a great job. He's definitely a talented graphic artist. So anyone who needs graphics or T-shirts, custom T-shirt or whatever, he's definitely someone you want to talk to. He did a couple of T-shirts for me with Gator logos on them, and I bet that hurt him to do because he's a Georgia boy. So he swallowed his pride and did the shirt for me. I appreciate that. Oh, my friend Steven is here. How you doing, sir? Another guy who enjoys my watch videos. So welcome, sir. Glad you're here. Let's see. Private. I would like to understand the appeal of the Damascus over the regular titanium swordfish, since the price will be more than 4 times. Yeah. Well, for one thing, I think the Damascus is beautiful. The process of making one is really, really hard to do. But I think the way they come out, there's each one of them. He may make 50 of those private. He may make 50 of those Damascus swordfish, but each one is going to look different owing to the nature of Damascus metalwork and the heat treatment and how each watch takes the treatment. So each one is like a one of one. And it's really a very unique look. It's something nobody else is really doing. And I understand that, $1,500 versus $369 is definitely a big jump. But, it's something that I'm definitely buying one. And I just found out yesterday my father is definitely buying one. So, we're buyers at that price. I mean, for me, it's going to be one of the more expensive watches I bought lately. But the way the watch looks and the way the watch feels is just gorgeous watch. So for me, it's worth the money. For someone else, it may not be. I don't, I'm not about to try and talk anyone else into buying one. For me, it's worth the money, but it's the labor that goes into it and the uniqueness of the watch is what you're paying for. Brett likes the microphone. I appreciate it. There was partly your doing that convinced me to go get one of these. Hey, and it only costs $53 for the rig. I mean, the mic, the boom, and I'm not using it, but it had a pop filter. Good price, and it seems to be working really well. Everyone seems to be very happy with the result. It's making the live stream sound a lot better. So I appreciate that. Big Dog Brett wears better attire. This is fake news, Lee. Fake news. This is beautiful attire. And I told you, if you don't like it, close your eyes. Yeah, you can tie a blindfold on. It'll work. Let's see. Christy, which link are you trying to post in? Oh, you mean the PayPal link? Yeah, you can't post unless you're a mod, I think. Nobody's going to use it anyway. But it's down there in the description. If somebody wants to use it, it's down there in the description. I'll pull it up in a minute, see if anyone has done it. But Big 12 is here. How you doing, man? Yep, you made it. You made it. Yeah, you've been Big 12 has been a little ill recently, and he's been away for a little while. So we missed his little digs at at the Gators at my expense. But we're, I'm glad his illness is over. It was a serious illness. I'm glad you made it through. So glad you're here, even though you're going to troll mercilessly against the Gators. That's fine. It's like I shrug my shoulders and can tell you that UF is not losing to Ole Miss. You can keep dreaming about that. So, I think Big 12 is a Texas fan anyway, so he's got his own problems. Dirk is trying to get his hands on a Timascus one. Good luck, man. Keep your eye on the release. It's going to be the release of the Timascus swordfish are going to be after the release of the regular titanium swordfish. It's going to be about a week or two after the initial release, so I'm told. So you definitely want to keep your eye on the Zelos website to see when that watch goes up for sale, because I don't believe there's going to be more than 50 of them. So jump quick. If you want a Timascus swordfish, you better move quick. Bartholomew Bob the Barner is here. How you doing, man? Good to see you here. Big 12 says school is over for the day. He's doing half days only. Yeah, well, I figured. Thoughts on Florida having loads of players sit? They sat four players does not constitute a load, sir. 4 players is 4 players. And it sounds like they're not all going to sit for the season. There will be confirmation on that later, I'm sure, but it looked like they were only sitting out the one practice. So I'm not worried. I'll worry when somebody announces that they're opting out of the entire season. So sitting out one practice, I'm not worried. We'll see what happens going forward. So relax, sir. You've got more than enough to worry about with your small 12 Texas team being back to losing 5 games a year. So don't worry about Florida. Florida will be Florida, and Texas will be Texas. Where are we? What are we sorry about? Christy, who are you sorry about? What's Brett? Anyway. Big 12, all you have to do is ask Lou to fan versus fan. I think he's suspended until the season starts, but if you want a fan versus fan Lou, good luck, man. That man is lightning fast on his feet, and he will tear you a new one. But if you think you can hang with him, good luck with that. But all you have to do is ask. Why don't you email him? CrazyUncleLou at gmail.com, I think is his email. Yeah, CrazyUncleLou at gmail.com. Email him and ask. Or email Lou and BVD at gmail.com and ask him. I'm sure he'll step up. You probably don't have to ask him twice. Private saying thanks for the explanation. You are welcome. He will probably get the blue one and the gray forged one. Yeah, I had a forged carbon, the second generation swordfish. I got with a forged carbon and the Fotina dial. That looked really, really good, but I just didn't wear it a lot, and I eventually sold it. But that's a good looking watch. I think you'll be very happy with the forged carbon. And the nice thing about forged carbon is the dial is unique in and of itself. So you almost have like a one of one, because no 2 forged carbon dials are going to be alike. So you have the opportunity to get a really unique looking watch for a very reasonable price. Brett, you know the answer to that question. I think Florida is going to win the East. I mean, it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy. We got to get past Ole Miss on week 1. I think we can. Tennessee is not going to be an easy game owing to the fact that it's a road game. Georgia is never going to be an easy game. And of course, we got the whole Corona thing to worry about. I mean, Corona could devastate all the teams. Star players going down and being knocked out. This is not going to be an easy season for anybody to win anything. So, but I'm a Gator. I've been a Gator since 1975. I've been a Gator. I am a Gator alum. I am a Gator. I will be a Gator until they plant me. So I'm always going to believe in my Gators. Even when Moose Dump and Shark Humper were coaching the team, I still believed in my Gators. Even when we went 4-8, I still believed in my Gators. So I'm always going to believe the Gators can do it. So I think we're going to win these. Will we? Well, we'll find out in a couple of months if we can get through the season. Bob is a Marner. Yes, Bob is a Marner. Well, he's not a Barner fan, but I guess he's Barner. Never mind. I don't know. Let him explain it. Big 12 says Georgia wins East. This is not true. Steve, who has been lurking for a little while, says he's excited for football but cautious. We all are. We all are. I think we're going to begin the season. I'm more worried at this point about ending the season, really. Vodka Drinker is here. Thank you for showing up, sir. He's asked me what's popping, old man. Mostly my joints, sir. Mostly my joints are popping. Big 12 with more Lou-isms. Nothing original there. We'll just skip that. Let's see. Christy is saying, sorry that she can't post the PayPal link. I understand. It's okay. Wait a minute. Well, I can't see the PayPal link because I can't. Anyway, it's down there in the description. Somebody wants to use it. I wonder if anybody's used it. Let's check. Shall we? Nope, nobody's used it yet. Let's see. Hang on just a minute. Summary. There's a link. Anybody wants to use it, that's the link there. That's what she's talking. That's what Christy is talking about. So let's see. Where are we here? Private. Speaking of moving quickly, Random Rob posts a Sunday Fun Day on YouTube. By the time I watch it, half hour later, most of his watches are sold to different Patreons. Weird. No, not really weird. I mean, the Patreon group gets first shot, and a lot of there's about 100 or so, more than 100 really. There's many folks belong to Random Rob's Patreon, and he's only putting up a dozen watches. So figure a couple hundred Patreons versus a dozen watches. Somebody's going to grab them. So I don't know if it's weird, but I understand what you're saying, though. I do. Big 12, what car should be your first? One that you can afford, sir. I would say something that's, gets good gas mileage, and preferably not a lot of horsepower, because new drivers with high horsepower cars usually ends up with that high horsepower car wrapped around a piece of scenery and the driver injured. So I would say I'm a big believer in Hyundai and Kia, which is owned by Hyundai. Those are great cars. I've got one of my daughters is driving a Hyundai right now. My other daughter is driving a Ford Fusion. I think that's a fantastic car. It's a little big, but a Toyota Corolla would be a great car to look at. A Honda Civic, um, a Kia Forte, a Hyundai Elantra, um, Hyundai Accent. Oh, that's a little tiny car, but something along those lines. Good, reliable, solid car. Um, Something that gets good gas mileage. It's got good safety features. Not bad looking cars. Relatively inexpensive to buy. Relatively inexpensive to maintain. Uh, Vodka Drinker wants to know if I believed in Ron Zook. When he was hired, yeah, sort of. I mean, he did work for Spurrier for a couple of years, so I thought that maybe the Spurrier mystique had rubbed off on him a little bit. But towards the end, there it was obvious that he didn't know what the hell he was doing, and he needed to go. But you know, same with Moose Dump. It looked like it was a good hire at the time, but he fell apart. Shark Humper believed in him less than the other two, but I was hopeful. But his aw shucks Midwestern slow mentality shtick didn't hold up very well to SEC football. Now did it? So, hey Dirk, thanks for stopping by, man. Good luck with your meeting. We'll see you again. Exactly, Vodka. Good gas mileage, low insurance, because quite frankly, Big 12, you probably don't have a lot of money and you probably are going to have ridiculously high insurance rates. So you want something that's cheap to run and cheap to insure. Let's see. Christy will have 25% as well. I don't know. I guess if they're going to have fans in the stands, it's going to be very, very limited. Let's see. Where are we here? Yeah, with Random Jason, with Random Rob's Sunday sales, he puts them up to the Patreons first. About a half hour to an hour later, he turns it loose for public consumption on his YouTube channel. By the time it gets to the public side, a lot of the watches have gotten snapped up. I think one time he did that, and it was like he had 14 watches, there were only 2 left. So, I just, I mean, joining Random Rob's Patreon is like what, $10 a month? I mean, it's nothing comparatively. Click here. It's really nothing. It's really a nothing expenditure. So, I don't know why you wouldn't join. Patreon should have their own videos. Well, that's something that you bring up with Rob. It's not me. Big 12 wants to know if I can do a Patreon stream. Well, for one thing, I don't have Patreon. I'm not planning on doing a Patreon, but if I did, I'd consider it. But I don't have a Patreon set up, so the answer is no at the moment. Well, Christy, I mean, think about it. That's a reality. I mean, teenage drivers, especially young male teenage drivers, have the uncanny ability to wrap their cars around trees or poles or walls or hedges or something because, I mean, God love young men, but their testosterone filled bodies are writing checks that their driving skills can't cash. So unfortunately it happens, and I was not guiltless in that sense. I managed to wreck my mom's car when I was 16 by pulling away from a stop sign too soon, and I got T-boned. Now, fortunately, I didn't get T-boned in the driver's side. It was the passenger. It was the driver's side rear door, so I didn't get hit, but the car got wrecked, and it was all my fault, So, did something stupid. Well, no, Steve, I see what you mean. Yeah, Patreon groups should have their own sales video. That's something, to suggest to Rob, but it's not that I don't agree with you. That's just a Rob thing, really. I don't know that he wants to shoot two different videos. I don't know that he wants to take that kind of time. And Christy, there will be no criticism of Steve Spurrier in my channel. Steve Spurrier was godly to us, and he was a great coach. And everyone acknowledges that, even the ones that hate him. So be nice. Big Dog Brett says, should Big 12 fan V-fan me? V-fan? I don't know. I don't know what that is, but okay. Vodka Drinker, check the maintenance of the vehicle. A lot of new vehicles, you can't even work on them yourself without taking to a mechanic. This is true. And I think Big 12 says he wants to get an F-150. I would recommend against that, sir, unless you can afford the gas. But you do what you want to do, man. But I don't. I think that's too much vehicle for a new driver. Steve, I got the dress watch right here. See, got one. I love it. But I am getting another Zelos in a couple of weeks. There will be one of the new Timascus swordfish coming to me, and looking forward to that. Big 12 says he's going to go play golf. I might be back. Okay, well, have fun. We'll see you soon. Vodka Drinker, I screwed up and bought one that the whole damn engine had to be pulled to replace the water pump. Oh, geez. Yeah, those are horror stories. Yeah, engine out for a lot of things nowadays is a thing, and it's an expensive thing. So I would do my research on that. Definitely. I mean, something as simple as changing a bulb in a headlight requires that you take the whole nose piece off of a lot of cars nowadays. Ask me how I know. Private says pay in cash, no finance payments. Excellent idea. Excellent idea. Chrissy says the real Bigley, I like him a tiny bit more now that he's no longer coaching. Yeah, now that he can't hurt you guys anymore, right, Christy? He's still involved with the program, though, so, he's still there. His influence is still being felt. Let's see. Jason says, true fact, number one mortality rate here in Aruba is traffic accidents. I don't doubt it. I mean, I don't know if they drive as crazy in Aruba as they do in Jamaica when I was there for my honeymoon, but in Jamaica, they were driving cars crazy. I mean, insane. They scared me, and I don't scare easy behind the wheel. Excuse me again. Let's see. Chrissy says, I don't understand why parents would buy those kind of cars for new drivers. I agree. As a matter of fact, quick story. When I was looking and bought my Saleen up at Team Ford of Marietta, they had two Saleens sitting side by side. The one I eventually drove away and a supercharged version. It wasn't a big supercharger on it. It was only about a 5-pound boost car, but it was definitely a faster car than mine. But they wanted $7,000 more for only a little bit more horsepower, so I didn't buy that one. That car actually ended up in the hands of a 17-year-old that I actually met at a car show about 6 months later up in Metro Atlanta. And his mommy and daddy had bought it for him. And then I found out about a month later he got drunk because he's, a little North Georgia redneck. And he got drunk and he literally wrapped that car around a tree and destroyed it. Mommy and daddy didn't seem to care, though. They bought him a Corvette to replace it. True story. I ain't kidding. He wrecked the Saleen Mustang, and then he got a Corvette to replace it. So I just, shaking my damn head on that one. Yeah, a vodka drinker, not a Dodge Intrepid, is a horror story. They have a really, really bad chassis. They have steering problems like you wouldn't believe. They should have lemon lawed those cars a long time ago. Really a bad car. Playback cutout. Oh, I'm sorry about that. Is it going all right now? Let's see. Jason said for a small island, teenage drag racing on the highway. Well, teens drag race on highways all the time, man. I see it all the time around here and up in Tampa, which is nearby. Take it to a drag strip, man. I mean, there are several drag strips on the west coast of Florida. For $20, you can, on a test and tune night, $20, unlimited runs. Take it to the track, man. Don't do it out. Don't do it out on the road. That's stupid. Okay, private said it's back. I'm sorry. How long was that? Private, how long was the cutout? A few seconds, a few minutes? Let me know, please. Let's see. Whole bunch of comments. I don't know what's going on. Steven gave a double thumbs up for some reason. I don't know why. Let's see. Fan versus fan. I don't do fan versus fan. That's Lou shtick. Big 12 says my buddy got a big blue truck. We call her Betty Blue. Okay. I call my Saleen Blue Thunder. So, you know. Vodka Drinker says engineer never designs anything with the forethought of maintenance. Yeah, tell me about it. How about the fourth generation Corvettes where they put the water pump, which is prone to leaking, right over the distributor, which they call an OptiSpark. They put the OptiSpark right underneath a leaking water pump. Water pump leaks, gets on the OptiSpark, shorts out the entire engine ignition, and the only way to get to the OptiSpark is to pull the water pump. And if you're changing the water pump, you kill the OptiSpark. So, yeah, that was really good, guys. How did that one get past the design phase? Morons. Spoiled Rotten. Yeah, I guess that's in response to Rotten. Real Big League, don't be mad because kids upgraded cars. I ain't mad about kids upgrading cars, sir. I'm mad at kids being handed high horsepower cars by mommy and daddy, wrecking them, and then being handed an even higher horsepower car. You know, that's dumb. If my kid wrecks a supercharged Mustang, I'm not handing him a Corvette. I'm handing him a VW Beetle. I'm handing him something that will hamstring his desire to go out drinking and drag racing. Jesus Christ. Jason says, yes, the Rubens fly to Florida, race with their cars, even though we have a drag strip here. Yeah, I don't doubt it. Salita is here. Sports Live in the ATL. How you doing, sir? Your test came back negative. You were being tested for Wuhan Red Death? Well, I'm glad it came back negative, sir. I'm very happy to hear that. Nobody should get that. And we should be dropping bombs on China for giving it to us. And TikTok Chess Hall is here. He's late. Well, that's normal. Go back to work on Saturday. That's good. That's good. Jesus, I've been on for an hour and 15 minutes almost. Wow. I must enjoy talking too much. I'll probably stay on for another 15 minutes or so, and then I got to move on with the rest of my day. Appreciate all the thumbs ups. Don't forget, if you just joined, please give me a thumbs up. Appreciate it. It does help the channel out. I appreciate that. Parents are doing okay, Chess. They're doing fine. Super chat's available to anybody who wants to partake. And oops. I also have a PayPal link. It's in the description, and there it is if somebody wants to use it. Of course, you don't have to. Just throwing that out there in case you want to. But just y'all being here is good enough. No COVID, but you had symptoms. Okay, I understand that. Did they do the test where they stick the stick way up your nose? That looks unpleasantly uncomfortable. Appreciate you hitting the thumbs up there, Salita. I really do. Let's see. No, you haven't trolled me on this account, Chess. I appreciate that. Oh, wait a minute. I thought your work was shut down, Chess, because somebody got the beer flu. Let's see. Boy, all of a sudden we're banging out the comments. It looks, Christy, it looks like they get that stick there, boy, back there pretty much. I watched them do that to my dad, and my dad's a former doctor, and he's used to seeing this kind of discomfort and everything like that, and that really looked bad. It really looked uncomfortable. Yeah, okay, it was closed for 14 days and opened up yesterday. Well, that's good. Well, I'm glad things got back to normal for you, sir. I mean, gotta work, gotta make that money. I mean, it's all part of life. You're off today, but you're working. It's okay. The lobotomy natal. I think you meant nasal. Yeah, it really, really looks unpleasant. So, I haven't been tested yet. I haven't had any symptoms or anything, and I haven't been around anybody that I know of that has symptoms. So, I might, after I drop my kid off at school tomorrow, I might consider getting tested just because I'll be driving up to a college town. She's looking forward to getting back up to school. Although she doesn't have any in-person classes, she is going to start working at a school as a preschool teacher. So she's looking forward to that because she really likes kids and she really enjoys being around kids. So she's looking forward to that. And the school is doing a lot of mitigation stuff to keep the teachers safe. So we feel pretty good about it. But of course, if something goes sideways up there in Gainesville, she can always come back here. She's always welcome at my house. Although she makes me crazy, I still love both my kids, even though they make me nuts. So what else is going on out there? Does Christy do videos? I don't think she does videos. I think she's just out here. Just living life, being in the comments section. Hey, thanks, Chess. I appreciate it. Yeah, I was on Big Dog Brett's last live stream last week. Was it Sunday or Saturday? It was Saturday, and he and that other guy were both on the StreamYard. And I had been getting, I got a lot of complaints on and off about how my live streams were they were good streams, but they didn't have a lot. The sound was not of good quality, and they started talking about microphones. And I, while they were talking about it, and I was asking about recommendations, I jumped onto Amazon and found this kit. It was a microphone with a USB connection and the boom. You can see the boom right here. Oh no, you can't see the boom right there. And even had a pop filter, which I found I don't need. And the whole thing was like $53, and free shipping, and it showed up in 2 days. And it clamps to my desk, plugs into a USB port on my iMac, and there you go. Everyone in the chat is saying it sounds much better. So Yeah, Chess, I went on Amazon. And it is, what is the name of this thing? Hang on. The logo's right here. I can't pronounce it, but it's spelled Maono. It's a kit. It's like, like I said, it's the mic, it's the cable, it's the boom, it's the pop filter. It even had one of those little covers over it in case you need that. And it's like $53. I mean, it was nothing. I say go get one. I mean, it's a USB connection. My iMac recognized it immediately. It's unobtrusive. I mean, I can get it out of the way so I can see the screen. It still picks up my voice real well. And when I'm done with it, just swing it out of the way like that. And it clamps to the side of the desk. The clamp seems to be holding up pretty well. Now, I think probably have to tighten it every once in a while. Yeah, that's better. Yeah. Nice piece. Worth the money. I mean, I'm not looking to, reinvent the wheel here. I'm not looking for a high-end microphone. Everyone says this thing sounds really good. So I'm happy with the purchase. I had to step the game up a little bit. I mean, I can't be getting all these complaints about, the voice quality sounds like crap. And it saves me a step, because now if I want to do face-to-face videos here, I can use the iMac and just record right to the iMac instead of the phone. And I think the cameras are comparable quality. I mean, you see the video quality looks pretty good, so why not? Step up my game a little bit. Let's see where I'm been slack on the comments. I guess all you guys just kind of left me behind with the comments and everything. Jesus, you know what this comment section looks like right now? It looks like an Uncle Lou or a BVD comment section. Y'all chased off all the watch guys. Nobody comes in here and talks watches with me anymore. It's all the sports guys. No, Steven's still in there. He had previous bout with bronchitis, so I had to be tested before I went to the doctor for treatment. Well, I'm glad you tested negative, sir. I really am. Okay. Jason's still here. Yep, you're a watch guy. Yeah, I know. I got to explain that, Jason. I am a moderator on like 5 different college sports related channels. And I got a lot of subscribers to my channel from being a mod and having the owners of those channels promote me and my channel to their listeners. So a lot of these guys you're seeing, Christy, Tiger Cat, Bartholomew Bob, TikTok Chess Hall, Big Dog Brett, Sports Live in the ATL, all of those guys are from those sports channels. So they come in here and we end up talking about college football more than we end up talking about watches. I used to be a basketball guy, Jason. I really did. I used to love the NBA back in the Bird and Magic days. And now it's thanks for stopping by, Private. I really appreciate when you show up. I really do. Nowadays, Jason, the NBA is just horrid. It's a thug fest, and I can't stand it. It's unwatchable to me now, so I just don't bother. Yeah, no, I'm not giving you any of my watches, Chess. That's not going to happen. Anyway, we're starting to get into almost an hour and a half in, and I do have some other things I got to do. So I'm gonna kind of wind this down a little bit. Vodka Drinker wants to know what's the best wristband for a watch, slip on or buckle. Well, by slip on, I'm thinking you mean like bracelet, It's personal taste, vodka. I like bracelets a lot. Um, the one thing about bracelets though is during the heat and cooling of the day, your wrist will swell and it will expand and it will contract. And bracelets are a lot they're less tolerant of expansion and contraction than a good leather or rubber strap. So, there could be a comfort issue there. I usually tend to buy bracelets that have adjustability in them. We call it micro adjustment, so that you can actually adjust the bracelet. As your wrist grows and contracts, you can actually adjust the bracelet. So, but I like the look of a bracelet, and it depends on the watch. Some watches naturally look better with a bracelet than they do with a strap, or vice versa. So there's so many factors involved with that it's very subjective. Overall, I like bracelets better than straps, and I prefer leather strap over pretty much everything else. I don't like rubber straps. I don't like silicone, and I despise the a strap version called NATO fabric straps. I absolutely despise those. So it's very subjective. Yeah, thank you, Jason. I appreciate you being there, man. I'm going to be here next week too. I promise. I'm probably going to start adding another chat, maybe a nighttime chat at some point. I think I'm going to do that just to see if I get more viewers or different kinds of viewers or something like that. Just to change it up a little bit. Let's see. So everyone's saying goodbye to everyone. So I'm going to also say goodbye to everybody. Let me just check PayPal one more time, just in case somebody posted up there. I don't want to not read a PayPal post if somebody did that. And it's very slow to refresh, but no, doesn't look like anybody did. So that's all right. Till next we meet, vodka, definitely. Anyway, thank you all for stopping by. Jason, Christy, Bartholomew, Bob, Salita, TikTok, Chess Hall, one of my mods, Private, TK, love you, Steve, Vodka Drinker, all my watch buddies, Dirk, Craig, Tennessee Mike, all the guys who stopped by earlier. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Really appreciate you helping me to make the channel work better. I love doing these live chats. I really do. I have a lot of fun doing it. If you're watching this not live but after the fact, I definitely appreciate a thumbs up. If you can if you can do that. Doing the thumbs up really helps the channel, helps it become more searchable for the algorithms. Questions, comments, and suggestions down below. I will read them all. I will respond to them all. However, if you're going to be a jackass about it, I will just delete the comment and block you. If you're new to the channel, please click the subscribe button and click that bell icon. So when I do upload new content or I go live, you are alerted. This is my 21st live stream on Wednesdays. I've enjoyed every one of them. I enjoyed this one particularly. Thank you, Christy. I appreciate the compliment. I thought it was a great show too. And Christy says, go dogs. No, my sweet, go Gators. Anyway, y'all have a good rest of the day. I'm going to go on and do something else that's probably less important than this, but I'm going to try and have fun doing it. Thanks for stopping by, folks. See you next week.